Hey guys, I got a really good one today. Kim, thank you for sending me this file and letting me use it. I wanted to show you kind of what was happening with this file for him and how we're going to fix it, and also how we can adjust the size of all the holes in this file at one time and batch it really easily. So the first thing we were noticing, or he was noticing, is when he was trying to cut this part out, there was a bunch of lines. It was just cutting line, 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 and not something really smooth. So if I go in here and look, you can see that these are all lines. It's not one smooth line. So if I ungroup this, each one of these is individually aligned, and that's not how this file should be set up. That's going to cause some issues, and it's definitely going to cause a lot more time on the laser. So I'm going to Control Z and undo that so that they're all grouped again. And the best way I know how to fix this, or I should say the quickest way, because you guys already know that I'm lazy and I want to do things very quickly, is going to be to use our offset tool. So I'm going to go ahead and do an offset. It says some things are going to overlap. I'm going to say that's fine at this point. And I am going to do just an outward offset. Let's do 0.001. I'm going to hit OK. And it is going to automatically grab that offset for me. So I'm going to change it to a different color really quickly, just so I can differentiate it from the blue. And now they should have a solid line that's just a hair bigger than the other ones. So I'm going to go in here at that point and try and grab the blue. Goodness gracious. I'm going to move this just a little bit. And I'm going to grab all the blue in here. And I'm just going to get rid of it because we don't need it. We don't need this blue junk line that is causing so many issues. And I'm just going to make sure that I've got everything out of there, all that blue. And I'm going to, just nudge this back over a hair, or I can actually grab this and recenter the pink over it. So I'm going to hit C on my keyboard to center it back together. I'm going to move it and just make sure that I got all the little blue pieces. And it looks like there's some red pieces in here too. We've got a double line there. So I'm going to ungroup this. I'm going to grab this guy right here and take it out. I'm going to grab this guy right here and take it out. All right, now we're cleaned up. We've got a single line that will cut or engrave depending on what he wants. If I need to engrave it, I'm going to add that double line that I just had back in. This will keep it engraving or cutting, whichever one you want. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to do the same thing. If I look, you can see how chattery this is compared to this right here. So again, I'm just going to grab this. Actually, let me grab it and move it away so it's a little bit easier to work with. Grab this piece. I'm going to do that same offset, 0.01, just teeny tiny little offset. I'm going to hit OK. Change the color of that offset to pink so that I can grab all that blue stuff and get it out of there. Grab this, and then C to center them back up. E as in Edward is going to center them vertically. So now I've got that where I want it. Again, it gave me two lines, so I'm going to ungroup. And I'm just going to get rid of that interior line that we don't need. The reason it's given me two lines, guys, is because there are so many stop-start points in that blue line that it's trying to encompass all of them. So when I ungroup this one, it looks like that one's fine. It looks like it's a solid line. So I'm going to leave that where it was, group that back together, Control G to group. All right. Go back down here and I'll turn this blue as well. Now I want to show you one more thing while I'm in here, or actually two more things. This first thing I'm going to show you it's still kind of jagged, right? So we've got, I'm in my own way here. So we've got like these bumps here, and I might want to smooth those out. If you want to smooth those out so it is not quite so rough, we can go up to Edit, Optimize Select Shape. Let's smooth the surface shapes and just get rid of some of those bumps, and I can hit OK. Do the same thing with this guy down here, this pink one. Actually, that one looks pretty smooth, so I don't think I really, nope, we've got some corners here. So let's go Edit, Optimize Select Shapes, Smooth Surface Shapes, hit OK. That's going to smooth them out some. All right, so the next thing we want to do with this file is I was asked to show you guys how to make all these little circles just a hair bigger all at the same time. So I kind of want to show you how to do that. There's so many of them, we don't want to go through and do them one at a time. The first thing I'm going to do is scroll out. I'm going to grab these pieces and I'm going to move them away from each other so that I have a little bit more room to work. If you don't do this, what happens is you'll go into make the changes and then you'll come back to grab it later and you'll miss a circle here and there, and it just gets to be a little more messy than I like to deal with. So I like to give my pieces a little bit of air to breathe when I am selecting them. So I'm going to do that as quickly as I can so I can show you guys the next step. Those guys are grouped, so I'm going to go ahead and ungroup those. Move this one over here, move this one over here. All right, so now I'm going to select everything on this page, all these pieces and parts, right? So I'm just going to do Control A to select all. The next thing I want to do is ungroup. I'm going to do a mass ungroup, ungroup, and keep going until everything no longer says ungroup. I'll try it one more time just to make sure. Looks like everything is ungrouped. Okay, the next thing I want to do is, again, Control A to select all. And I'm going to convert to path. So go down here and hit convert to path. That way we don't have any shapes. We're working just with paths. The next thing I'm going to do, scroll in, and I'm going to grab this one circle. Just grab one, doesn't matter which one. And I'm going to change the size. I already did, but I'm going to change it to 1.3 by 1.3. All these others are 1.2 by 1.2 or somewhere very close to that. So what we want to do from here is now grab all of the circles that are 1.2 by 1.2 and change them to 1.3. How are we going to do that? We're going to go to Edit. We're going to go to Select Circles. It's going to bring up our little box right here. And I'm going to go, okay, select circles that are a minimum diameter of 1.118 to a maximum diameter of 1.2. Right? Because that's the biggest one. We're going to go to 1.3, but we only want to select to 1.2, and I'm going to hit range, and I'm going to hit OK. And if we scroll into this one, we change the size of, it is not selected. We want to select that one last. We're going to do that by holding our Shift key, selecting that circle last, and now we can change all of these to 1.3 by 1.3. I'm going to move my screen. Sorry, don't mean to make anybody motion sick. But we have these tools right here that will make selected items the same width and height. So I'm just going to click both of those. And then I'm going to move my screen back over here. If you'll notice too, guys, this little center domino is checked. That means everything I do, all the changes I make are going to come from the center. So now if I click off and I click this, they are now all 1.3 by 1.3, and I did not have to do them individually. Hope this helps you guys today.